All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
One, Omaha. Check, 45 the bike. Go ahead.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice play, baby. Nice play. Double tight. 11. Here we go. Hey, boys, we got four down.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that
11.
artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
20.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
Gun.
Now Ryan on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eli Harold. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
One, Omaha.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to, well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
McKinnon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Well, fellas, here we go. 4 down, check, 4 down.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
11, 12.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from 6 yards away. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Hey, let's go. 11. 22. 21. 54. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run here with Freeman. And some strong running. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run?
And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he knocks it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And that is incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. 21.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Hooley. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 85 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
13, 11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. This will be fielded at the 17. Spinning past him. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Stephanie will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Out to his left. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
20, go!
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They go play action here on 1st down. A dump down to McKenna. Call it a 3-yard gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. 12. 11.
Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Hey, Tuesday. Gotta go.
On first down, Ryan eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Ryan, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a safety, Ron Parker, there to make the tackle.
11.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They run it with McKinnon. So we've come up, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, Freeman fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw is Ryan. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
11. Hey, go. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They run once more with McKinnon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Go ahead. 6. 13. Go ahead. Go ahead. I got you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
36. Man, that's trash. Hey.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's Ryan. Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Freeman again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. being chased out left. He's airing it out for Sanu. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you. But I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Coleman now. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. One
of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And now Ryan not happy about either their formation or the play call. Whatever the case, he's going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hey. 4 down.
On third down, it's Coleman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
I got 11. Go ahead. 4 down.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
baby. Yeah.
No game on the
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
13.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Everyone's got 4 down. Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45. Army.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
11.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. They said beginning of the year, our goal is to get into the conference championship game at least, and they have done that.
And how about that? They set their goals and they achieved them. I actually write down my...